Okay, looks like we're live. Welcome to paraglidingtalk.com. I'm your host, Robert Michaels. Glad you're here. You're joined in moderation with Anthony Paragringo, also Sean Nafsker, and also Scotty Tuhati. We've got a great show lined up. We're going to talk about all things flying. Tonight's an episode where it's your show. We're going to talk about things that you want to talk about. If you're in the chat, put your questions in there, put your comments in there. We're going to talk about things. We're also going to look at some crash videos together. I've been slowly compiling some videos of just random things that are happening and just in Instagram posts. So we'll mosey on over there eventually once we get a little bored or whatever. But I do want to just encourage you, if you haven't done it already, make sure you hit the subscribe button and follow the show. This month has been a pretty tough month for the YouTube channel. We lost 6 subscribers, this month, and so we're not going forward. We're going backwards, and not sure what happened. Paraglidingtalk.com is not as cool and popular as it was 6 years ago when we started. We're in episode 292 tonight. So thank you guys for being a part of that. If you've been a part of the show for a long time, you probably got a wrench next to your name. So thank all those guys for keeping the show going. If you want to support the show on Patreon and PayPal, you can do that. There's links in the description. Go do that. By the price of a cup of coffee, learn something that might make you a better pilot or save somebody's life. Paraglidingtalk.com is the place you can come every Thursday night, 6 p.m. Pacific time. And there's all kinds of great episodes. If you go back, and if you're wanting just to listen to a podcast alone, there's also links in the description so you can listen to those.
You
And
know what I'm
I
going to
don't
blame,
always
Robert?
update. Yeah.
Spam fans.
Spam
Spam
fans. Oh,
fans.
okay.
That's what it was. Spam fans.
Yeah.
Just spamming on there to be fans, and then they just all dip at the same time. Then it's spam fan. Yeah.
Maybe. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I usually get about 30 subscribers a month. And don't typically lose subscribers. But yeah, it was a bad month. 6 disconnected. Maybe I should start making more videos. That's probably the problem because I haven't made a video since I haven't flown in over 6 weeks now.
Ooh, you got to change
Yeah,
that, Robert.
I don't even remember what flying was like.
Oh,
Yeah, I might have to downgrade my wing because I'm not worthy to fly a D wing. Sad story. Yeah, we
Just
got
get some
some.
clickbait,
Yeah,
So
yeah. We were talking about
paragliding
that too.
crash, and
Yeah,
yeah, just put you upside down or something for the
yeah.
thumbnail, and yeah. So
Yeah, I've done quite a bit of clickbait too. Maybe that's why they're unsubscribing. They're finally getting to those. Yeah. Well, welcome. Glad that you're here. Super stoked about tonight's episode as always. But what my favorite, I think these are my favorite ones because we get to set the pace ourselves. Kind of fun to do that and talk about what we want to talk about, not just what the guest wants to talk about. I'm just getting everything dialed in here. So I do want to mention a couple sponsors. One of those is Harley Milne. He runs a school that you can get training, kind of special training. If you're wanting to maybe do some big cross country, maybe break some records or something like that. And he's got a great head on his shoulders for adventure flying. His school can be found on the website dreamlifterparamotors.com, dreamlifterparamotors.com. Go sign up for some training. Maybe you're a brand new student, you just want to get good training. Go sign up with him. pbgsmoke.com, Ryan Roberts, reach out to him. He's created a masterpiece of all kinds of components that add to our flying community. Smoke machines, strobe lights, lamels, chase cams, floats. He's the best products on the market right now, and he did that all while keeping the cost very reasonable. So go check out pbgsmoke.com. I also want to mention Paramotor Props. If you accidentally blow up a prop, paramotorprops.com is the website. Go sign up. Best deals on the interwebs. Really are. And good folks. So tonight, I mentioned that we were going to talk a little bit about what you want to talk about. Again, put anything that you're wanting to add to the show in the comments and join the chat. We also have, I haven't promoted this very much, but I think I'm going to start doing it a little bit more. If you have the Telegram app. I've created a Telegram chat for just the paraglidingtalk.com people. Every once in a while, I'll get random texts, like just before the show, I got a text from Jeremy Howe, and he just sent me a late deployment video. I'm pretty sure this is one of them that I was actually gonna post. Yes. Yeah, it's in my little string of saved videos that we wanted to watch on Instagram. But if maybe you want to send something, a guest idea, and you want to keep it discreet, and you want to just send a little message, there is a link in the description that you can join the Telegram app. I do want to just warn you, Telegram, I think, is owned by the Russians. And so if you're worried about your private information, don't, don't go on there. I'm too deep in all the networking, and my information is spread pretty thin. So I'm already doomed as far as trying to keep anonymity on the interwebs. So that ship has sailed. We just wait for Jesus to come back, and we don't even care about anything else. Paraglidingtalk.com.
Hey,
These guys.
we want to say hi to somebody special in the chat. Do you see
Oh,
who it
yeah.
is, Robert?
I see my mom in there.
So
Mom,
somebody from our work.
Linda Anderson says, Mama loves you, son. Just do you. I'm your biggest
Mazen
fan.
is in the chat, and he doesn't even fly.
Oh, nice. What's up, Mazen?
Kano.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's a
buddy.
champ.
Great guy.
Super cool. Yeah, thanks,
If
Mazen.
you're in San Diego, why aren't you promoting it, Hearn Mechanical?
Earn
Like
Miguel, because they don't pay me.
free free advertisement. If you need your HVAC serviced in San Diego, all of San Diego County, you can reach out to Hearn Mechanical. Mazen Kano will be happy. He'll show up at 10 p.m. if you need him to. He'll show up at 3 a.m. He'll be there.
I don't think he will.
I
Yes,
just set him up.
he's probably got better things to do at 10 o'clock or 3 o'clock. Shannon Brooks, hello, pair of peeps. What up, Shannon? Welcome. Tori Pope in the house. Jim Furman. What's up, Jim? Man, there's some rock stars in here tonight. Ripman riding. Ripman's in I think he's still in maybe Colombia. Where's he at right now?
He's with Yankee, so
Yeah, he's with Yankee. I sent Yankee an invite too. Yeah. Jeremy Howe. I think that's Jeremy Howe. What up? Welcome. Glad you're here. So let's take a peek at one of our videos. Let's see if I can I don't remember previewing this one. So this is going to be fresh to me. And so it's fresh to all of you too, because I've saved a lot of these videos a long time ago. So we're going to go screen share, make sure we optimize for video. Hey, where did it go? Oh, there it is. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Oh, doesn't give me the option anymore. I wonder if it just automatically optimizes now. Optimize. Oh, there it is. We don't need to share the sound yet. Okay, we're gonna just let this rip here. So it looks to me like it's possibly turkey and a tandem, maybe. Oh, ho, ho, ho. You want to be very careful.
Playing
That's
awfully
saved.
close
not even
there.
high traffic.
Yeah, so this one could have been a tangled disaster.
Yeah, and they're low. And
They are, yeah. That's time to throw a reserve, maybe.
that's a turn without looking over your shoulder, probably. You know.
That's a kind of a spicy acro wing, I think. Can anyone tell me what wing that is? I've never seen one like that, but the aspect ratio looks like it's built for acro. Things like designed for a heli. Very, very scary.
Probably a
So
good thing that it was designed for a heli, because if doing maneuvers like that, that's not something typical you're going to do with like an average A or B wing. It's
yeah,
something that you need to that's designed for acrobatics.
I
It
get the
looks like that guy's
impression.
leg just caught it.
Yeah,
Oh,
it looked like
no, his
he'd
top line
almost,
just caught it.
yeah. I think he did it on purpose.
Yeah,
I'll
agreed.
tell you why. Let's take a look at how long he aimed right at the tandem. Now he is aiming perfectly right now at the tandem. Could have turned there, could have turned there, could have turned there. Nope. Waits until the very last second and busts a 180. By the way, this
Mhm.
is a training thing that we
Yeah.
did in SIV. I can't remember what they call it, but man, you just basically dump your brake and the glider will spin around. But this was, I think, calculated. I don't think this was a mistake or an accident. I think he might have, maybe that was his friend flying the tandem and he thought that it would be funny to go and mess with him.
I don't know. One I don't see one I didn't see the tandem making any deviation. Didn't move out of the way, didn't turn at all. Um, no turn. Uh, that the pilot that we got the cam on, he turns hard here. He's coming out of it and probably realizes, oh,
No, I don't, I think it was purpose. I like the comment here. He said, Misty flips save lives.
Yeah, I would like to point out that most pilots should not attempt maneuvers like this,
Oh yeah, serious.
especially around other people or other pilots, because there's entirely too much that can go wrong.
Yep. And
Um,
with a tandem, dude, you want to go toe to toe with a school bus in the air?
I like the comment right here. It says pilot, but right here, the pilot saved the accident at the last moment. You mean the pilot that possibly created the incident saved
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
accident
He
from happening?
avoided an accident that he started, question
Yeah, pretty
mark.
much.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm
Yeah.
curious what his helmet sticker says. It says is not a crime. So I don't know if it's skateboarding or paragliding or
Yeah.
maybe it is a
Here.
crime because if he ended up killing the guy right there,
Yeah.
um, on his helmet it says is a crime. So
Yeah. Yeah, somebody probably had an accident in this. If I had to guess, the tandem passenger probably. Okay, so let's talk about scenarios here. You get tangled up. What's the first thing you do? Tangled. Assess,
Right
lean,
on.
look, throw. Get your reserve out. Don't even play around. Both parties try to get your reserves out.
Yeah.
Couple of guys died at Torrey Pines. They are saying one of the things that came out of that conversation was that had they both threw, might have been a different situation. And I don't think either one of them threw. You're gonna possibly not have time. I would argue it's worth throwing. Just a
yeah,
thought.
because I mean, they talk about like, oh, if you're under 100 feet, don't even bother. It's not even worth it. Do you think that goes through a lot of people's heads? Like, I'm too low. It's not even worth it to do it.
I I've seen videos where 50 feet and it pops and it saved them. We got to watch the video because they didn't die. They're not supposed to post videos of people dying. I know
and
it
you got to think
happens.
of the amount of time that it takes to think those sentences out.
There's
That's
still a
space that
shot.
you've already lost. You know,
Yeah,
it's a react. Don't say it to yourself. Don't say anything. Just huck, chuck, and pull.
yeah,
Just get
get
it
it out
out
there.
there. Yeah, yeah.
The more laundry that's out, the better. The quicker you can get that out there going, getting some air fluffing in there, the better. But yeah, can you imagine if that dude would have tangled up and he would have took out potentially a innocent tandem passenger? I mean, I'm just guessing. Maybe they're all acro pilots and that's why he did it. But yeah, I mean it'd be kind of a sad situation if he killed a homie. Let's go to this next video. This one freaked me out a little bit. This one, actually, Gringo sent this one to me today, so we definitely have to watch this one. So let me go here. We're gonna go screen share again.
I had it queued up, but I wasn't sure. Are you pulling it off
I don't
Instagram?
know. Yeah, I have it ready. It's playing, but there we go. Jeez Louise. Screen share. All of a sudden, my window for Zoom just decides I'm gonna go in a different window. Okay, we're still optimized. This one should get the sound, but I don't want to hear the cussing.
Yeah.
So uh, this guy makes a couple errors, I think. We were talking about this before. One is he bought the same color scheme as Gringo on his wing. I'm just kidding.
No, you're not. I think it's the same colors. Yeah. I
Uh,
think this, by the way, I think this is it's probably similar or close to Malibu, California. I think it's near Santa Barbara or Malibu.
oh, is it really?
Yeah.
So, guy almost died, just happened now.
I'm thinking he made a hard turn, spiral turn, and he didn't pull it taut. He didn't pull his outside brake line enough brake, I think, to keep it from deflating.
You see the people down on the beach? They're looking up like, did that dude just crash? So he's pretty high up. I think there's a few things that were happening here. And I don't get the impression that he did some evil maneuver, putting him in this position. I don't think I personally think that there was maybe some rotor or some rogue winds, if I had to guess, because he looked like he was calculated in his lean. So you can see him taking a couple reps. He's planning on doing what he's doing, leans, but didn't really tend that outside brake. And that was something that Gringo brought up when we were at work. Um,
But look, there's barely any wind. So it's look at the water too, and look at the
yeah,
bushes in front. So it's pretty calm. I just don't think he had. I think he caught a little lull in the pressure zone.
maybe it's possible, but man, he had a lot of energy, it seemed like, when he went into that turn. So we can see him
Hard turn.
leans again. Yeah, very hard. He was loaded on that inside pretty heavy and then nothing on the outside, so that's part of it. Outside brake, really important. Manage your outside brake. You don't just let it fly always, right? And I'm no expert, by the way. I'm not saying that this is the end all. This guy could be just an incredible pilot, and it was just weird wind. That's what makes our sport kind of spooky and dangerous at times because air is invisible. The last part of this accident, it like really bothers me where he flips around almost below the bushes. We'll watch it as it loops one more time, and he loops. What a crazy amount of energy. The fact
You
that he
know,
just stood up is a miracle because it
and
looked like he was about to die.
and here's
Yeah.
something interesting too that was kind of pointed out by one of the viewers. Notice the time of day
Oh,
that it
good point.
is. You know, where the sun is in
Yep.
position to everything. Yeah, I'm not seeing a lot of shadows. I mean, I am seeing some, but not much. It looks like it's a
Midday, for sure.
midday kind of thing.
Yeah, for
Yeah,
sure.
but
Yeah.
he's at the beach, so and he's on a ridge, so he's still mostly catching all laminar air.
Yep. I do have to give credit to the camera guy for keeping it
Yeah, staying
steady.
on him.
Yep. And because I really did want to see him stand up at the end and put his hands up in the air, because right there it just looks like, oh, that dude's dead. If
Yeah.
you would have stopped the video right here, I would have said,
Yeah.
yep, that dude's dead. There ain't no way he survived that. He got slammed on his head, probably broke his back and his neck, and he's just in the bushes.
Puts
But
his
the
arms
fact
up.
that yeah, he's like, oh, I don't know what just happened.
Touchdown.
Well, I'm okay.
Three
Yeah.
points.
Yeah. Couple of takeaways that I have immediately is you don't show off to the camera guy if you can avoid it. I mean, it's so tempting, and I've done it and I do it, but I think it was probably unnecessary to whip some hard maneuvers that low and for what? To make this video. I mean, yeah. Yeah. Oh, I like this.
It,
The
it's good to see him walk
the
away.
Jexy.
They're gonna learn something.
Yeah, yeah, for
Yeah.
sure. Uh the Jetsy. She said, as someone who regularly flies Malibu, please tell your friend to practice his wingovers elsewhere. We don't need dumb stuff like this happening and burning the site. I think this already put the site on the map and potentially will cause problems for this area.
I feel like I want to fly it now.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to go find it now.
Yeah.
Paragliding, paraglidingtalk.com approved location in Malibu.
I'll get the exact pin drop for everybody.
Yeah, I can see this street down there where I can park my RV right by the beach.
It's too easy to find, too easy to pull up.
I can't see my chat, and I would like to see the chat. Here we go. Yeah, pretty crazy. Lots of people logging in. Welcome. Glad you're here tonight. This is your show.
Yeah, so let's hear your questions. Put your questions in the chat, and I'll put them in our queue.
Yeah. Okay, we got another video dialed up here.
So real quick, somebody wants.
paramotor.
I'm sorry, real quick. If Ripa's watching, I don't know if Ripa or Yankee's watching. Somebody wanted the coordinates where where they're flying right now, so we can maybe zoom in on them, see where they're at. I don't recognize the hill, but go ahead.
I got this is a quick one. Share this one real quick. Go here, share. Very
That's
fortunate.
a perfect way to.
So David,
I just thought
That's
he was
one
being
way to
lazy
go back up.
to go up. Yeah.
Yeah, you can just hike, you know.
Right,
It is called
right.
hike and fly for a reason. But he wanted
At
to
least it
take the
wasn't a power
gondola.
line. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that's a good question. I wonder if that does have power in it. Probably
Oh.
not.
I don't
just
think
a-
so. Yeah.
ski chairs don't have power in it because it's all metal connected to metal.
Mhm.
Yeah. The
You just
gondolas
hope you
might.
unclip before it goes around.
I love seeing the gondolas that go haywire and they're going like 40 miles an hour. They don't stop.
Right.
Oh my
Waiting to throw
gosh.
people off.
Yes,
Yeah.
what in the
Let's
world?
find that video.
Those are terrifying. Where people are like flinging off because they didn't jump. Those are the people that are afraid of heights. They don't jump. They just take the
Here we
end.
go. Ski lift goes crazy.
Oh no.
Boom. I'm pulling it.
While you're doing that, I'm gonna dig up our next video. Sean, if you're ready for the wheel, get that dialed up. We're gonna give some stuff away.
Oh, I'm ready already.
It has to be that people are dying in these accidents
Let's see,
because
that's
this
not
is
the right one. Oh, maybe. Oh, I know it is.
a horrible, horrible freaking mess.
Wow.
Oh.
Ding, pew.
Oh,
Gosh, that guy
yeah.
flew
What are
so
the
far.
lessons here? Just jump off.
Don't go
Don't ride
skiing.
those.
Stay away from slopes.
It almost sounds like you need that Benny Hill music going on. while this is
It's
going.
kind of like it's
You
sped
know?
up. It's kind of like that footage is sped up a little bit. Maybe it's not, but I
It's
think that's
not.
sped up just a little bit because that's going awfully quick around.
Oh,
I
oh
mean,
no. If you look at the people
Look at the
standing and
people. That's
walking,
not sped up.
yeah.
Going
wow.
fast.
Yeah, no,
This
thank you.
is to the bottom right. This is where that's crazy because they're all now
Yeah.
they're all entwined in metal and stuff. That's sad, man.
And they're all
Yeah.
catching
And
it.
they're going
Like, yeah,
backwards,
whack,
so
whack,
they're not
whack.
even seeing it. Yeah. That's the worst part is they're going backwards.
I like the
Oh,
So they got
heroes
no clue
there.
what's coming. Yeah.
I like
See,
the
right now
heroes
they're all
signs.
yelling at him, jump, jump.
Jump,
Take it
jump.
off.
Yep.
Jump.
Jump. Take it like a man. You're gonna die at the end.
Crazy.
Right.
Yeah, it's crazy that people were holding on.
yeah.
All right, let's go to the next video. I've been saving these videos up for like 6 months.
Like
There we go.
Tucker's he's on like number 12 now or something. Crazy.
Check this one out.
People just keep sending him video.
Yeah.
Content out there.
All we're missing is like picture pouring your own coffee like Tucker does and opening a
Yeah.
box like he does.
Yeah.
So
Here we go. Let me see here. Share. Should be able to go here. Boop. I'm still learning. Paramotor stall demonstration gone wrong.
Oh,
oh yeah.
the
And it
Hmm.
horseshoe.
reinflates, right? Yeah.
Hmm. This brings me back to a Super Dell. I wouldn't say a video. Super Dell. I saw it live in person at a fly-in. He was making videos and he was showing how strong. Look at how quickly and how safe the Dominator is. And he's yanking the A's down and fly. And I can see it popping and coming back out, but I mean, why? Why would you want to do that so low to the ground and play around like that? This guy, I really don't think he was intending on putting himself in that kind of a position in front of all his people. But yeah,
Perfect horseshoe.
the
Well, but
yeah,
that's also used as a descent technique as well, though. From what I understand,
yeah,
if I'm not mistaken, one of Theo de Blick's videos
Wanted to
is
get down fast.
showing different techniques for losing elevation, if you have to, and what is preferred and what is not, you know. I believe that that was one of the techniques to descend quickly if you aren't, if big ears isn't effective, if you can't, spiral your way down, that would, that would be one of the ways, but not suggested unless you really know what you're doing and you are experienced.
it's also bad for your wing.
When lines too, yeah,
Yeah. Yeah. They used to always
Crushing
talk
them.
about beeline stalls and different things like that, but this is that's hard on your wing. When that thing pops back open, you're losing some centimeters.
yeah,
And it might
absolutely.
even pop some lines because you're putting weird pressures in random areas. It should be symmetrical if it can be. Let me see here. Let's go to another video. If I can. Here's one that kind of gives me the willies a little bit. This is a free flying video. You can see a lot of panic. I'm going to share this one. Here we go. Oh yeah, this one gives me the willies. Mhm. Yep, this is not cool. I don't know why Zoom does this every time. Oh, I didn't want you to see the ending first. Okay, so
Oh,
he's doing a
Ooh.
I think he's in some wind, maybe. If I had to guess, it's probably a gust front or something like that. Let it fly, man.
wow.
Let
Wow.
it fly.
Wow. Ooh.
Wow. He
So
looked like he was
he's
going to
gonna get gift
recover.
wrapped.
He looked like he was going to recover and then let the wing fly, but
He's in a back fly there for a second. Spins him around. Now
But
he's panicking.
one
Another
of his
stall.
arms was way down and the other one was way up. So it looks
he's
like he was
reaching for his
losing
reserve
balance.
probably.
Yep.
Yeah.
And that reserve looks small to me, but I could be wrong.
Not only that, but the height that he threw it at. He was
Yeah.
really low when he tossed that out, and fortunately it opened, and he was above water. But yeah,
So I
So
have to
there,
guess that this is SIV because of the
Water.
how low he's doing a stall and a back fly. He's not very high right there. That's not altitude for playing around like that. And he looks like he's panicking. His arms are doing some weird stuff there. I've been in that situation, by the way, where your hands just freak out. Let's spin the wheel and we'll come back to
yeah,
this one.
yeah. Let's do that.
Paraglidingtalk.com.
Spin that
By the
wheel.
way,
No more names in the wheel.
yeah,
The same.
spinning this wheel is brought to you by Calamity Kite Clinic, calamityKiteClinic.com. Go to the website, sign up for some ground handling training with Sean and his team. We'll have all kinds of good stuff coming out of that if you do that. Also, want to mention Nebraska PVG. Josh Bowden runs a school in Nebraska, and he also sells gear. Nirvana gear. So if you have questions about Nirvana stuff, which I think is like the Ferrari of all the paramotoring stuff, that's just my opinion. Because of how expensive it is and the quality of it. It's actually pretty nice, lightweight, really well thought out. A lot of engineering going into that product. Reach out to him. He's got the best information on that. Uh, Also, if I could encourage you to do one other thing.
Come to Papa. Come on.
Oh,
Oh,
looks like it's going to be Bill
What?
H.
really?
uh,
Oh, so
There's
close, Rip.
good chances too.
Congratulations, Bill H.
Bill H, congratulations. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Bill, if you will, please go to the website, paraglidingtalk.com/contact. Reach out to me and let me know the address that you want me to send your prize to. Thank you for being a part of paraglidingtalk.com. Bill H, one of the original dudes. First, I think he was one of the first moderators, if not the first moderator, Paragliding Talk. I don't think he's ever missed an episode either. I wonder. Bill, you can chime in on the comment. Have you ever missed a show?
I actually got to meet him at a fly-in, and it was a great experience and a great time.
No
Really, really,
kidding.
really good guy. Yeah, absolutely. Really good
I'm
guy in
still
person to hang out with and learn from. And yeah, it's good stuff.
I'm still waiting to meet him. Never met him in person.
I want to know how many people in the chat are going to go to the Arizona Flying Circus.
All right, let's put a poll up. I think I did this before. Engage with your audience. Start a question and answers. Start a poll. Are you going to AZ?
He said he's missed one, maybe.
Wow. That's a lot of episodes.
That is a lot.
Okay, I'm
That's
gonna start a poll.
292. 292 hours he's committed to
At the
watching.
minimum.
Hmm.
Sometimes there's after shows too.
He spent years of his life watching our show, Robert.
That's true.
You
What's up,
know,
buddy? So, paraglidingtalk.com.
I like the hair. I like
Yeah,
the hair.
about time.
That looks
About
good,
time.
man. Hope you donated the other stuff.
James said too far for us North Carolina East Coast guys. That's how I feel about Oshkosh. That's cool.
Yeah.
Where'd you find that at?
I ordered it. It was $15. Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, so paraglidingtalk.com. Yeah.
Thing is,
Let's check out another one.
your poll is percentage wise. It doesn't say how many, does it?
It will at the end.
Oh,
and
okay.
Jared says hello, Robert.
Oh, Jared, are you guys back? You guys
I
back
believe
from Columbia?
Rip Band stated that in the chat. Said Jared says
Oh,
hello, Robert.
okay,
So
yeah. Oh, he must be with them right now. Awesome.
yeah.
Yeah, tell those guys I said what's up. Glad you guys are having a good trip. I've been following your living vicariously through your videos, Rip, and thanks for sharing all those landings. What a trip, Rip, on those all the butt landings with the pros. I was like, what the heck? Even Rip says it in his video. He's like, why are they all landing on their butts? Those, by the way, those harnesses are not, they don't like that, those butt landings. So there was something up. I mean, they're high speed landings, but real flare and run it out. What the heck? If you guys want to go check out that video, Ripman Ride and posted that yesterday, I believe. Mom says, I will go if Robert comes and gets me in the RV. I can't even barely afford just to drive from here to there on the gas prices. Oh my gosh. Just to get to the flying circus, I gotta sell something. So
I
ridiculous.
got dibs if Aaron doesn't come. I got dibs.
Yeah. Yeah, you're calling dibs. All right, this next video also brings a little shriek of terror. This is a gust front. I'm not sure where this video is. It's posted by skydive_radical. And looks like these guys are having a very bad day. Reminds me of maybe Utah. Possibly is like a Red Rocks place. And you can just see the winds pick up big time. I mean, their camp stuff is getting blown around. I do like the hustle of the people, but I also, you got to keep in mind this dude is filming and running. These guys got a long run to go and rescue these people. They're flying. Oh, I never saw that before. That person took a full collapse and just hit the ground. This guy's got big ears. So, man, a lot going on
You
in
know,
this
it could
video.
be dust devil activity. You know, if you notice on the ground when they're running, the dust from the ground being moved and sorted around right here in particular.
It looks like it's all going in the same direction to
Yeah,
me.
yeah,
Yeah. So it's
yeah.
interesting. I can see, look at this one guy in the right in the middle, the purple. He's trying to fly right into the gust. And then you got someone in the back there too, was flying with it. I remember asking one of our Ugly Raptors guys, Mike, um, if you're flying and you got maybe 20 mile an hour wind, are you safer going with the wind or safer going into the wind? Is your wing more stable going into the wind or going down with it? And he said down with the wind. So I would think almost like a rip current at the ocean, almost like you'd want to ride it out, but like at a go kind of like parallel to the beach. You'd fly parallel in a sense and kind of like go downwind, but slightly try to pull out of it. I don't know what. I mean, you don't have whole lot of time to think about it. I'm sure, obviously, but interesting.
A few things that you can take away from this. One is consider your weather. You can see that things are happening with the clouds there. If I had to guess, they're probably dealing with some virga and some rain possibly. And you're going to have especially Venturi. You can tell that they're in between mountains. So you've got the mountains on this side and then the mountains on the other side. So you have this huge valley. And whenever a front comes through, you're going to have higher winds in the Venturi. Everything is being forced through this valley. And you can see the wind direction is kind of, it looks like it's coming maybe
Over
um,
that
in,
hill,
yeah, it
that
looks like
mountain
it
on the
might
right
be.
side. Yeah.
hmm And so something could have potentially been seen on a weather if for a good weather person, they would have seen it. Uh, become a good weather person. You almost get to the level of a meteorologist eventually with the things that you're, especially when you're planning a vacation on your flying trip. You're going to do a flying vacation. You're going to want to make sure that you know how to read the weather. Um, or if you're going to be doing competition flying, what's interesting to me is that competition flying, you have everyone is looking at the weather. But if you're just going to fly somewhere, you're the only one that is going to be looking, or potentially, if you're, the more people that are going, the better. But don't be afraid to reach out to locals. These guys that were locals, wherever this site is, probably have seen this before. And I wonder if people weren't warned, hey, there's potential for gust front today. Be careful. Um, what a terrifying thing that you're going to land backwards going like 40. These look like gusts to 50 miles an hour, if I had to guess. Um, to jump on what Anthony was saying about landing, I would probably try to land into the wind
Oh yeah, of
if I
course.
could, um, and take my chances getting dragged backwards. I don't know if that's the right answer or not, but I think that's what my reaction would be. Now, it's easy to say on the ground. These people are not only getting driven backwards while they're trying to go forwards, but they're also taking collapses and getting worked over. You can see these guys particularly, and I'll tell you what I think this person that crashes down in the
Yeah,
valley here.
yeah.
they experienced the rotor off of this hill that everybody's standing on. So that wind, not only did it come sweeping very quickly across the top, but once it fell off the cliff, it falls down and creates a rotor. And that mechanical rotor is basically a washing machine. And that's why those wings all just fall to pieces and they go to the ground. You can see that one.
Yeah.
I don't think that was a purpose uh, collapse. That was just rotor taking out the wing.
Yeah, you can see him. He's right there. He's the bottom one in the white, kind of stripe, black and white stripe maybe. And then he's getting tossed around. Then he turns downwind right here and he starts hauling butt.
Yeah.
Regardless, let this be a lesson to check your weather and check it well, and make sure you know what you're getting into before you go flying or jumping out of a plane for skydiving or doing any aerial sport. Always keep an eye on the weather and what is ahead. Not necessarily the times that you're flying, but before you're flying, and maybe perhaps what it's going to be like after you're flying as well. So that way you have an informed decision to make on whether it's safe for you to go out or not.
This might be the best comment. He said, "I always carry a big stone with me so that if I'm starting to fly backwards, I grab it and start flying forward." That's brilliant. Who would have thunk? Just carry a big rock with you. Uh man. Yeah, those are always scary. Gust fronts are predictable. They are also not predictable. So there are going to be situations where they're just going to show up and you don't get a choice. The thing that I would say, fly as far as you can, try to stay up because it's not going to, well, I can't even say that. Likely the gust front will come through and there'll be a lull. Maybe afterwards you can hopefully, if you can stay up longer. Um, that may not be the best answer in every scenario, but this is where communications can help. If you're on comms with people and you think you suspect a gust front is coming, you can see the signs of it, maybe a little wall of dirt or a wall of dust, or maybe you see a whole wall of maybe birds flying out of the bushes or something like that, because that'll happen when a gust front's coming. You're seeing the signs. Something you should do is really pay attention of all the little details of whatever's happening around you. Those little indicators, get on the radio and say, "Hey, potential gust front, let's pay attention. It's coming from this direction," and get people prepared. Sometimes you can get down before it gets to you. Sometimes you will find a thermal and crank it up and get out of there before it sweeps across the bottom of the valley. Let's go here. One more video, shall we? This one was interesting to me because um, beach landings are not typical. Let's just do this here. I need to start it over and I don't know. Go there and there. Okay. Oh, did it to me again. Sucker. Okay, let's do this. Screen share. Share. This is not the one I wanted to watch just yet. That'll be the next one. Okay, here we go. This looks like it's probably overseas somewhere, if I had to guess. Got a couple paragliders here. There's one in front of him. You can't really see it. He blips for just a second, but oh, there's two. Never saw that other guy. You're gonna see him make some poor choices here. And flying that close to that palm tree, I think, was one of them. Unnecessary to get that close. He's probably trying to show off a little bit, if I had to guess. Look at his ground speed, by the way, 54 miles an hour there. So he's flying downwind.
In kilometers per hour.
Okay, I'm probably. Yeah,
Yeah.
I see it now. That's
Hey, you
not how
wanted a
that was supposed to
coconut.
go.
What do you expect, you know?
Yeah, that is not how that was supposed to go.
Who wants a
And
cocoa?
yeah, unnecessary. Okay. This one also is a little a little bit disturbing, but you can tell what he's trying to do. It just
Turned
he
it.
doesn't play his cards right. And this one hurt him a little bit. If you read his direction, his comment, let it be a reminder, no matter how
He,
experienced or past success, we must always respect the elements and avoid unnecessary risks. What happened to me could have happened to any of us. Let us learn, grow, and become better pilots, always prioritizing safety over the thrill. Uh, Big shout out to this guy for posting this. You can tell he's a real athlete. He's got Red Bull on his helmet.
it's a
He's
she.
oh she,
Yeah.
sorry. It is a she, isn't it?
But it says Rad Bro, not Red Bull.
Well,
Rad Bull, rad bro.
That's the
Rad
difference.
Bro. I like
They
that.
they only sponsor $5 a month.
Yeah.
Right? You
It's
know?
got the fists instead of the bowls. It's a rad bro.
Yeah.
I do
well, and
like
see,
that sticker.
that's some of the risk, like with speed flying. I mean, obviously they're not speed flying, but that would that would be one of the things that you really want to avoid is the tailbone spinner, where you hit the tailbone on a rock and then you spin uncontrollably until you're dragged to where you're busted up and broken with a busted tailbone and not doing good. That,
I like how she gives the thumbs up at the end.
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah, there's someone else that's nearby, probably yelling to her, I imagine. I'm okay.
Mm.
You can see the bounce. That looked like the second one was just as bad as the first bounce. It's like, oh my butt. But couple things that you could take away from this. Be careful when you're turning towards the mountain. Never make your turn that close to the hill. You're going to be incredibly shocked. Um, I've made some close calls. I've also seen some guys pound in at Blossom. You have to think that your wind, if you're flying that side of the ridge, it's because the wind is making its way up the face. And if you're flying with a tailwind, you're going to be flying at the hill. Probably if you have a 10 mile an hour wind at your back, you're going to be flying about 35 miles an hour. So imagine how quickly you're going to approach the hill at 35 miles an hour. It's always deceiving too, because your altitude and your perspective, until you really get what we call the bird's eye, once you get used to your terrain and you'll come to a place where you'll actually um, you can actually make decisions better where you understand um, I'll say your natural instincts will figure out what your glide ratio is and you'll know how far you'll be able to glide. Very fascinating to me what the human mind is able to accomplish, where your mind is studying. Every time you fly, you're studying, and millions of little calculations are made, and information is being stored, and you're learning. That's why we say practice makes perfect. The more that you're flying, obviously, the better your bird's eye is going to become. And when you become that excellent pilot, it's not always because you made a bunch of mistakes and learned from them. It's typically because you had so much time under your belt and you can you're processing rightly what's going on. Okay, here's one more, and this was at a competition. Not sure exactly what happened here, but if I was the guy in the what is that, a gin that I would hold off on launching because that looked to me like possibly a dust devil or something. The way his wing kind of whips around, maybe not. Maybe he just stalled that right side of his wing or the left side of
I'm
his
not
wing.
seeing Jin. I'm not seeing Jin on that
This one
glider.
right here. No, I'm talking about this one right here, the green one
Okay,
with the
the
red
green
top.
one,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah,
I thought
that's a
you were talking
gin for
about the
sure.
guy that was coming down. And I was like, well, the guy that's coming
Yeah,
down is not a Jin.
Yeah,
that's a
coming down is
skywalk.
doing a
That's a
flyby.
Valero, or yeah.
Skywalk.
Skywalk, yeah.
Yeah, that yeah. Yeah, it's like he did it on purpose almost.
I think he
That's a
did it.
spicy wing, by the way. I can't remember what they call that wing, but that's a competition wing. You can see how narrow it is.
Trying to do a Misty or something.
He's flying a pod. Maybe he just wanted to land really bad. if you wanted to, that's just how you do it. There's a lot of
It
people
would
in
have
the
it
way.
would have looked cool if he would have stuck the landing, but
He
Oh, he
didn't
stuck it all
panic.
right.
He didn't panic and he didn't take his feet out. I bet you he
And
thought he was gonna fix it.
he was getting up at the end of the video, right here. He's starting to get up, so he's okay.
I just got the wind knocked out of me.
Oh yeah, dude, he got his butt kicked. I want to hold off. We're gonna pause the game here. Let's get back to the regular. I want to see the chat. You guys, shoot flyers talking about the new turbine engine paramotor. Oh, interesting.
Yeah, I saw on Facebook they're posting it's a
Rocket.
real small little pod that goes on your back.
Oh, yes. I've
Yeah.
seen these.
That
They're
I wonder like
$12,000.
what the gas time is, what, 5 minutes,
Yeah.
because those things burn through fuel like crazy.
Oh,
And
really?
it's loud as heck.
Oh, really?
Gotta
Oh,
be. I
yeah.
mean, it's a jet. I've seen some of the other ones. I don't know. Robert
But it's kind
Jeremy
of cool
said
because
he sent a couple crash videos on Instagram. Do you want what do you want to do with this information?
Oh, sweet. Thanks, man.
Basically, long story short, it does boil down to decision making and making good decisions not only on the weather but on your gear of choice for that day, on what you're going to do or what you aspire to do in your flight or through your flight. Um, yeah, make good decisions, guys.
Jeremy sent me. Oh, yeah, I've seen this one. I'm sure this one too. We got a couple more minutes. I do want to mention SIV Clinic with Max Acro. Go check out his website, maxacro.com. He's also doing training now. So if you want to sign up for some training, it will be beneficial to you. But SIV Clinic, I think, is a real bonus. If you can afford to do it and you can manage your time right, it's awesome and a lot of fun.
And that would be
So
a good decision.
yeah, I think
Yeah.
so. So I'm not sure exactly why. Is this an engine out, maybe?
Ooh,
Oh,
oh,
it's such a bummer.
Oh yeah, I remember seeing that one. Oh, there's no outs.
I thought that was a bad word down there, but it's fly Turk
yeah.
paragliding.
Whoopsie
This
daisy.
guy's
oh, wrapped
skydiving,
up. Yep.
tangles up with paraglider.
Toss it, toss it. Oh,
Reserve came
oh, there's
out.
lucky on the
Ooh,
water.
Oh,
that one probably hurt. Did you see the
that was
mist?
a hard hit.
When they hit the
Yeah.
water, there was a mist.
But they're pulling really low. They're pulling really low. That guy
Looks
pulled
like
really low.
there is a reserve out there. Hold on. If you look, they did throw something out there before that.
The guy in the red pulled really low.
Oh,
Maybe that was his reserve, but look, they're lucky that they were over water. See, he's just pulling right
Yeah.
oh no, that's
there.
not a reserve. That's his little drogue that pulls the chute
Yeah.
out.
No,
Oh
they're
yeah, he should
pulling
have threw
really
right
low.
there. Should have been out. Out. Throw it. Out. 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 Nope. Maybe he couldn't because that wing is in the way. Yeah, I remember seeing this video. I don't think I saved this one. Maybe I did. Could have been avoided,
Was
I think. Skydiver kind
yeah,
of blew it.
yeah, I think so because it
Mm.
seems like the paragliding pilot, when the skydiver had deployed his chute,
At
they
500
were
feet.
both yeah, they were both airborne, but the paraglider pilot ran into the skydiver's wing, because it just inflated. It's not moving forwards. It's not it's just
Hmm.
inflating, and yeah.
You know what? I have a feeling that that was a tandem.
Oh yeah, that would be
Mm.
good.
Yep, that is a tandem. What a bummer, dude.
Oh,
I hope those
man.
people are okay. That is a horrible. Oh, yeah, because they hit hard. Nose down spiral, you're probably going 70 miles an hour, if
Hmm.
I had to guess.
Yeah.
Between 50 and 70. I have no idea what it actually is. I'm just guessing. It doesn't look, it looks like, oh, that should be fine. Oh, bro, they hit so hard. Oh, you might as well just be jumping. You might as well just be cliff jumping. There was a boat right there. That's good. Did you see the boat? Oh, Homer screaming is so fitting for that video. Mm, yep. So, this is just a public service announcement. We're going to be at the fly-in, the Arizona Flying Circus. Tickets are still on sale, but I think they're going to sell out if I had to guess. And he's only selling 500, so be careful that you don't miss it.
Yep.
And also, I would say it's probably a good idea to join a friend who's already gone to the flying circus. We're going to end the poll. Looks like 12%. 12% are going to be going to the fly-in.
How many is that?
Uh, it says 32
32.
volts. 32, yeah. So 87% said no. 32 votes. Gringo's doing the math right now. He's trying to figure out how many people.
That's all right.
If you would have just stayed,
32 votes. So,
you just
that's
paid attention in school
that's
a little
four
better.
people. Four people, and I'm one of them. So it says I remember seeing in the chat CT Shoot Flyer said he's going. So said they're
Nice.
going. So
Make sure you come and say hi.
yeah.
Paragliding talk will be in the loud RV parking section, right on the other side of the river. Yeah, well, really good stuff tonight. Don't forget about Resurgence PPG. If you want to make a tax-deductible donation, resurgencepbg.com is the website. You can reach out to Todd Scander. You want to know how it works. What is the program? Where does the money go? What does this look like? You support our men and women of uniform. If guys have PTSD or they've got, sometimes they come out of the military and they're worse than when they went in. Sometimes they're dealing with depression and things like that. Resurgence PPG has just brought some joy into people's lives. And, paramotoring is not for everyone. It takes a certain tenacity and kind of, you got to have some huevos to do what we're doing. Obviously, not everybody's interested in doing that, but for those guys that have been in battle, they've already kind of they've been through things that typically they're gonna want to get involved in something that's like paragliding, paramotoring. But resurgencepbg.com, make your tax deductible donation today. We're going to go to the after show. Thank you guys so much for watching. Everybody that's been a part of the show over the years, you guys are awesome. Really appreciate everybody. Thank you for taking the time to support the show. You guys have been doing that for a long time and keeping it going. We've given away tens of thousands of dollars worth of stuff. I'm so stoked about being a part of something that we can do that. We can give back to the community and we're teaching and learning and everybody's being a little bit safer every time we watch a show. So thank you guys for keeping it going for so long. I mean, 5 years, it's crazy. We're just cranking right along and everybody is making friends. I think the coolest part of paragliding talk is all the people making the networking connections. Oh, I saw this person. I met this guy and I met that. So cool to see people, especially at the fly-ins and different things. So, especially if you're going to be at a fly-in where one of us is there, make sure you come say hi. We'll make sure we put some stickers in your hand, paraglidingtalk.com. We're going to go to the after show. Have a great night. If I don't see you on the air, I'll see you in there. Have a good one.